Recently, Hypixel updated Skyblock, which added a new area, the dwarven mines. Here, you can mine ores and sell them on, or exchange them for good items. You can also compete in events. Seems familiar. I'm not going to focus on the area itself in this video, but instead I'll be focusing on an NPC. This NPC is one that goes by Royal Resident, or No Name. This NPC is unique, not only because it gives a special item, but also because of its dialogue, which we'll get onto later. To find this NPC, you need to go straight from the lift operator and turn right. Go through the door of the golden blocks and cross the bridge. Go to the top of the platform and you should see a table with NPCs and the king sat around it. Turn right into another room and go up the stairs and into the furthest room. Here, by the bed, you'll find the Royal Resident. Let's get onto why this NPC is unique, especially around its dialogue. When you first talk to him, he asks you why you're in his room, which makes sense since you just barged in without warning. This causes him to call the guards to take you out, but no one actually comes through. He then starts to offer you increasing amounts of coins, rising to 1 million. He seems to really want to give you these coins for you to leave, but soon reveals it to be fake. Then he starts to have a normal conversation with you. This is one of the unique parts of this NPC. The resident then asks, what makes you play this game? What makes you continue to click me over and over again? You know this is going to go on forever, right? These lines seem to break the fourth wall and talk to the player directly, especially with the line, what makes you play this game? Maybe this is one of the few sentient beings in this blocky world. He then keeps on with bad jokes and tricks to get you out of his room. Then he asks if you want to see a magic trick and asks you to turn around. He then teleports on top of his bed. Apparently you aren't very impressed and he gives some detail into his background. Apparently he's a failed magician and he only failed because of you. It's all your fault. This is where things take a turn. He questions if he was a cow in his past life due to his love for milk and wants you to imagine him as a cow. Apparently you imagine him too much and he just turns into a cow. He then keeps addressing the user directly and breaking the fourth wall. After this, he wants you to stop imagining him as a cow, and you did. Except now, you've imagined him as a sheep. After some contemplating life as a sheep, he addresses a reward he previously talked about. However, he says something odd. He says that there is no cake and the cake is a lie. If you don't know what this refers to, this is a popular reference to the game Portal, which has been referenced in Minecraft before as an achievement when crafting a cake. After that, he makes fun of your username, but then reveals that he has no name, and his actual name in game changes to No Name. He expresses how he wasn't named anything by his mother at birth, and how small that was. Don't ask me why, I haven't got a clue. Then, the prize is revealed. After saying that he needs to get to rest since it's late, he gives you a cake, stating that he lied twice about this cake. He also says that you probably just looked it up somewhere, another fourth wall break. After that, he expects you to leave, and if you don't, he counts down from 10. When he reaches 0, he wonders why you're still there. He then gives you a second chance. However, in my opinion, this is probably the funniest part of this NPC, or the weirdest. He says he'll give you a lot more time to leave, and starts counting down. From 5,000. Yeah. So with some simple math, if it takes 5 seconds in between each message, and there's 5,000 of them, that's 25,000 seconds to complete this. That's almost 7 hours. This reminds me of this game called Desert Bus. The game takes 8 hours to beat as you stare at the same dirt road, driving the same bus. In Skyblock it's very similar, as you're just looking at the same guy clicking the same button, just for 7 hours. This is where I thought, nope, I'm not clicking this guy for 7 hours. So I went hunting to see if anyone did, and someone did. I'll leave a link to Onyxify's video where he shows the final messages, but I'll give you a quick explanation. It's nothing. He just asks you why you stood there for hours and then says, sweet dreams, and you can no longer click on him and get a response. Yep, it's completely pointless just sitting there for 7 hours clicking a sheep. And that's where the Royal Resident's odd narrative ends. This NPC is really just a way of wasting time if you're really bored, so feel free to stand there for 7 hours clicking a sheep. Thanks for making it all the way to the end, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like, it lets me know what the people want to see. Anyway, that's all from me now. I'm definitely not going to click on that sheet for 7 hours, and I'll see you all soon.